pass blitz. Pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Taylor. Trying to throw the out route, and he completes it to Rudolph. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Taylor. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Taylor to throw. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. Nifty move. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Taylor will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New York ready to go again offensively. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 13.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They start on the ground with Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 15 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been fourth down.
Exactly.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Prescott. Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped. Second and short now following the fumble. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Prescott now. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. How
does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Now Ryan. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. To the right side, this is room here to run. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release. he says this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Cowboys had 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
On second down, Elliott. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 45-yard rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw down. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play,
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here is Michael Pittman and the rest of getting set for the upcoming drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. And once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On first down, Ryan. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On 2nd and 9. Ryan. He's got it. Touchdown Colts. Paris Campbell. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out?
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Dallas. 62 yards. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They give it 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys are going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Falcons will need to run the table and get help to be a playoff team, but they remain alive as they move to 5-8 on the year. And then lastly, we wrap up this first week of December with Monday Night Football. It's the Saints and Bucks from down in Tampa. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Ryan's throw on target to James. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have come back to make it a 2-point game. To throw for it is Ryan. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts of running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. On the return is Lamb. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On play action, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of of the night. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Campbell making the catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Throwing again, Ryan. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's brought out inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Ryan. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan, touchdown! Mo Alley Cox from 6 yards away. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done.
A lead man, he's got it. He got it. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag to the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every.
Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 41 yards. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now Ryan and the Colts down by 13. A minute 36 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Pass complete to Allie Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 54 yards. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Prescott to throw. Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Prescott here to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You got to...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cowboys, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to
fuck?
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Davis Mills and the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. To get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season.
Cowboy offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. They go to Elliott again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
A First down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you're feeding him football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Evans to Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
4th down, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
A first down throw for Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
And the
What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
A gain of 3, second down. Looking to throw is Mills. Cooks on the quick slant. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, Houston.
Now Mills. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the
Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Mills. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's got some space here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal. 2nd and 15. Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. third down. Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Escapes the sack. Steps away. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
he's got a man complete. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed and in a tight game.
After review of the play,
so they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Get the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
167 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Again, it's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Inside give to Elliott.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Here's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football, the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down by 8. A minute 54 on the clock. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Mills looking to throw it into the hands of Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mills back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here's Mills. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Mills. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He's back to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Mills going to throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Dak. He'll buy some time right. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. So a nice pickup there all the way up past the 40-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. To throw, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. They got his man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give them an 8-point lead here in the fourth. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play it for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
One last shot from Mills. He's going to let it fly. He forces one there into potential daggers. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, you start to wonder if it's going to happen this year. The skid has hit 13 in a row on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.